Hello Scorpio, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, I hope you enjoy the reading. This will be a general life reading for you. I normally start out with 3 houses of interest and then work from there. Got 6th house. We've got 5th house. And we've got 4th house. Okay. So some sort of change in the home or your work routine or your daily routines. Let's get some astrological guidance now. We've got Sagittarius. We've got Leo. Leo rules the 5th house, so that's nice. We've got Gemini. Bottom of the astrological deck is Neptune, sacrifice. Let's get some goddess guidance now. Pele. We've got Bast, and then we've got Yamanya. Bottom of the goddess deck is Bridget, don't back down. Let's get a destiny card now. Efficiency. Okay, so that will be coming into the 6th house. Let's get a fairy tarot now. Release. Okay. Bottom of the fairy tarot is the Magician. Lovely to have. Super card. It's all about manifestation. So, okay, so let's have a look. All right. So this efficiency I'm sure will come up now in this 6th house. So you may be a bit challenged at work at this time. Okay, let's have a look. So 6th house is everything to do with the workplace, work colleagues, and work projects, but it's also mastery of your craft. So even if you don't go to a place of work or you're doing something at home, or it could be a handcraft or something else that you are involved in, 6th house covers all that. It's your routines around that, and also your daily routines. It's also your health, your diet, and your well-being and your lifestyle. How that all fits around all of those areas that I've mentioned. It does also cover pets, so that may be relevant for you. So now we've got Pele, divine passion, coming in. So it says here, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, so this can more than likely is applying to what it is that you're doing from a work point of view, or from a craft, whatever it is that you like to do. But it's saying that you need to examine this in some way, because it seems that you have been doing something almost robotically, or just doing something because it fits, it fit where you have been, or it was just applicable at the time, and it's paying the bills, or it's just keeping you in a sort of a relatively safe position, or however it applies to you. But Pele is asking you to examine this, because This is about going after what is your heart's true desire, what really gets you up, what gets you motivated, what really, makes you sort of want to be wherever it is that you need to be from a work perspective, or if you're working from home or however you're doing things. What really motivates you, what gets you up in the morning, what really lights your fire, so to speak. Because there's some aspect that you are either ignoring, or you are procrastinating on, or you're just not focusing on it at all. It's saying that there's some aspect of this situation which needs to be brought out and actually made a priority. This is about following your passions, because as soon as you do that, as soon as you go after what it is that really motivates you and what really floats your boat, then that will ignite other areas of your life. It creates that passion, it creates that excitement, it creates that openness and joy and happiness and all the good things, really. It actually brings that out in you, but you have to acknowledge it. You have to honor these feelings. You have to make space for them in your life. It could also be applying to your, as I said, your health, your diet, or your well-being, or your lifestyle. Something has been in place, and it may not be serving your highest good, or it may not be actually serving you in general. You may just be doing things out of routine, or doing things because they seem, it's just the safest option, or the least troublesome option. But really what you want to do is you want to ignite that fire, whether that's personally within your health, diet, and sort of routines around that, or it could be your wellness and your lifestyle. So your well-being, that's very, very important. So make that a priority at this time. And that's around what you're doing with your time every day. And make sure that it fits your desires, what really is of interest for you. Don't just do things because other people are doing them, or because other people expect you to do this or that. Or it's the accepted standard to do it this way. You get up in the morning, you go to work, you come home, you cook dinner, you go to bed, that's it. So, whatever, you need to examine this and actually bring this light and joy and passion into your life for something that you are working on, something that you are living your life in a way that is, related to that. It could also be that you've been in a set routine for too long. And you need to shake it up because it's not helping you. It's kind of dulling your senses almost. It's not actually igniting that joy and that motivation to go out there and get things done, or to achieve, or to just work on your hobbies and interests, or whatever it may be. So it's about getting in touch with that passion and honoring that in you, because it will keep coming up in your life, especially if it's something that's suppressed or you're ignoring. It's going to keep coming up, and situations are going to arise in your life which is going to stimulate that coming out. And you're going to get opportunities again and again and again to actually honor that and go after what it is that really is important to you. And with that, we've got Sagittarius IC. So this is very much about expansion. This is about really seeing the bigger picture. And it's about adventure. It's about exploration. Now, this can be physically through travel. Normally this is long distance or international travel. It can be that, but it can also be adventure or exploration in the mind. So this can be through studying. This can be through interaction in a more stimulating environment, or an environment which is better for you, which is why it's coming up in the 6th house. But this is expansion. This is luck. This is a breakthrough. This is really seeing the big picture and raising your consciousness in order to accept that and to move forward. There's lots of aspects that come in with the Sagittarius, but it really is about expansion, seeing the big picture. And that adventure, that yearning to go off and do something, or to really break out of dull, boring, or standard routines, or things that are just working, they're just ticking over, but they're not really stimulating you in your life. It's about breaking free from that and getting out there and going out. And it could even be social. It could be, there's lots of ways that this can manifest, lots of areas. It does also cover things to do with publishing and promotions, being visible, getting out there. It can also be teaching. It can also be legal related. lots of ways that this can manifest, but it is about expansion. It's about that breakthrough, that luck, that going for it, having a big dream, or some sort of reaching for something which is going to give you that enthusiasm. The Sagittarian energy is very enthusiastic, but it's also about I see. So this is vision, seeing things in a new light or a new perspective, and thinking out of where you have been up till now. Now you've got at the bottom of the Fairy Tarot is the Magician. So this is a major arcana, very important for you. And it's saying you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. All right. So manifestation, very, very important. And don't allow fears or inhibitions or problems that you have dealt with before, or set routines or set ways of thinking to hold you back. You need to actually, really be sort of thinking out of the box, which is why you've got the Sagittarian energy. But the Magician is a very, very powerful card. This is your magic. This is your brand of magic. We all have magic. Everybody has their own version of it. It's unique to you. And so you need to pull it out. You need to examine it, and don't be afraid to do that. Don't get too caught up in fixed attitudes or fixed ways of doing things or fixed routines, so that you can't ever grow. The Magician is very powerful. It's got that alchemy aspect to it, and certainly the manifestation energy will be high, and it's especially high in the world at the moment. The world is changing, so you must change with it. And go after what it is that really makes you tick, what really is going to get you out of bed in the morning and actually motivated and enjoying what you do. It could also, as I said, be lifestyle related. So, you can do anything. Take charge of your life, take charge of your routines, and go for it. We've got here 5th house, creativity. So 5th house is that aspect to it. So this is again your brand of magic. Now this can also be pushing forward your individuality, your originality, whatever that may be, or just your flair in some way, shape or form, whether it's a hobby or an interest or something else that you're doing. There's some creative aspect which needs to come out. Now, it can also be children related, so these can be your children, or there could be other children that you're connected to at this time. You may be a teacher, which is maybe why you've got Sagittarius here, or you may want to do that. But it's about getting involved with children, either yours or in some other environment. But it can also be about getting in touch with your own inner child. So this is that lovely, playful, joyful, optimistic energy, living in the moment, not thinking about the past or the future. All your decisions are made in the present moment. So make sure that you are living in the present moment, and release yourself from too many restrictions, too many routines, too many things that are going to bog you down, and allow that flair and that creativity to come out. Not all of us are artistic, but everybody is creative. You're born creative, so make sure that you're using that. It can also be, in some cases, a love affair, but it can also be about risk-taking. So this, for some people, this may be stock market or gambling, but it can also be just that element of risk, going after something which is something that you've perhaps wanted to do, or you suppressed, or you didn't focus on, or just never got off the ground. And this is why you've got the Pele card here, to ignite that. The colors are very similar. It's all about the base and the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is your joy, your creativity, and your base chakra is your security, and issues around money, it's your sort of, your anchoring point in life. So look those up, do a bit of research, but the colors are definitely coming in, and this is about activating that in you. So I feel that's coming in. This can also be about recreational activities. So this is something which is something which you like to do. It can be a sporting activity, or it could be some other activity like yoga, or anything recreational and pleasurable and enjoyable for you to do, whether it's with others, or you're busy doing handcrafts or whatever it may be. This is getting in touch with that. It's your place you go to when you need to relax and you need to have fun and you need to do some sort of activity, whether it's exercise related or passion related, you know, as in activities which you enjoy. Now you've got here Leo I Will, which is the ruler of the 5th house. So again, you've got these lovely, you know, sort of orange and this is yellow. So this is more self-confidence related. And so this is about having that confidence. The Leo is very creative. It's outgoing. It's probably more social, which is why you've also got the Sagittarius card. So get out there, mingle. You know, get involved in groups or do other activities, try different things, mix it up. And this is also about honoring, you know, honor and integrity. Now, this can very much be for yourself, honoring your own particular interests and your own skills and talents and honoring your creativity. So show up for yourself, all right? And it can also be, as I said, related to children. The Leo, the 5th house is all about children and creativity. So it could be their creativity, or perhaps you are getting involved in that with your children, or children that you are connected to at this time. So this is about getting in touch with your inner child, being playful, having fun. A bit of romance could come into this. If a love affair is important for you, then this is about love. It's about romance. It's about having fun. It's about socializing. It's about being the center of attention, if that is applicable for you. But it's a very creative, it's a very strong sign, very, you know, sort of vivacious. And this is how I think what you need to engender into your makeup or into your persona. But it's also getting in touch with that side, that childlike side, that playful energy, having fun, getting your fingers into things, creative things, and just enjoying that lovely, joyful energy or romantic energy as it may be, and tapping into that. But you need to allocate. This for yourself. So that is why I say it's honoring and integrity. This is about honoring your own particular creativity, making space for that in your life, and making it a priority for yourself as well. Now we've got your Bast independent. You are your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So this, if it is a love affair that is coming in for you, then that I feel is to do with perhaps you need to just allocate time for yourself within that love affair, all right? So this is to give you time to go and enjoy your own interests, your own activities, your own creativity, and that playful energy, as I said, that childlike energy which enjoys just having fun and all of that. But it can also be the romantic side. But it is saying that you do need to still maintain some aspects of it where you think individually, you have a bit of time which is individual from your partner. And this is important because it gives you a foundation for your own interests, and it makes you happy, you know. So don't get codependent. That's what it's saying. And that doesn't necessarily mean from a monetary or a social aspect, although it can be. It can also be to do with your thoughts, how you think. Think independently. Think, you know, make sure that you make time for yourself and your own interests and everything that you like to do. And not to the exclusion of your person, but so that it brings that creative and fresh energy into the relationship. It's things to talk about, things to discuss, but it's also time to enjoy your own activities and have your own ideas about things as well. So with the Neptune sacrifice card, just coming with the 6th house and with the 5th house, this Neptune energy is has got a number of aspects to it, but it is very much about tapping into the spiritual side of things, and this can be the universe, God, the angels, whatever it is that is important for you. But it's tapping into that and bringing that energy down, and this can come in the form of creativity or artistic pursuits, or writing, you know, whatever is creative. It can even be the way you do certain things. It can also be the way you interact with children. It's bringing that beautiful, imaginative, inspirational energy down, from the universe. And that's very much embodied in the Neptune. It's very imaginative, very inspirational, connected to source, all of those beautiful energies. It can come in it can be manifesting in things like filmmaking or anything to do with that. It can also be in the mixing of subtle things like oils and perfumes. Parts of the beauty industry also come into this. So, you know, it's getting in touch with that beautiful, imaginative, inspirational, almost spiritual concept. The other side of Neptune is the aspect where it's kind of like a bit of a self-undoing. So this can be aspects that come up which hold you back. Now, these can be inhibitions, or it can be some form of self-sabotage or self-undoing, all right? So, you know, just by thoughts or by actions, you can undo certain things that you have laid in place to give you a better future or to help you with certain things. You can self-sabotage that. So just be careful that that Neptune energy is not creeping in like that. It can be sort of confusion as well. Too many choices or too many things, a little bit of confusion creeps in, and then you can't make a decision. But in some cases, especially if there's a person involved here, or to do with routines around your household or your daily routines, it can also be to do with, as I say, work-related, where just be careful that you're not being a doormat, all right? So have boundaries in place. Make sure that you are allocating time for yourself, which is why we've got the bust independent. So make sure that you are thinking independently, that you are allocating time for your interests, your hobbies, just time for you, time for to be me, you know, me time. But also allocate time for things, all right? Don't get swept up into other people's complexities or energy drains, all right? And this is also why you've got divine passion, because this is important for you in some way, shape, or form. You need to be accessing this now. This is some aspect that you're ignoring within yourself or you're suppressing. And this can also be a self-undoing or a self-sabotage behavior, okay? So be careful with that. And don't allow others to absorb your time so completely that you just never get around to doing your own thing. You need to actually do that, all right? And it can also in some cases be that you need to put some time aside for your significant other or for other people in your family. It may be your children. By all means, allocate time to them, sacrifice a bit of time for that, or for a cause or for something that's important to you, but allocate your time, prioritize your time for that, time for your children, time for me, time for my career, and time for my hobbies, whatever it may be, all right? Make sure that you've got boundaries in place. Then you will balance this Neptune energy, which as I said, can sometimes be manifesting as a self-undoing. This can also be, in some cases, it can be the rising up of addictions or abuses, substance abuses or addictions to anything really. And this can be media. It can be to not making choices or not making decisions, procrastinating, things like that, self-doubt, all of those things, addictive behavior, all right? So just think about that as well. And it could also be manifesting in somebody else's life that's close to yours. It could be a partner or children where they perhaps are mixing with the wrong crowd, or they are involved in a group which is not necessarily the right thing for them. That can also, or for you, if it's you, sometimes that can come in with the Neptune as well. We've got here, Bridget, don't back down. So stand up for what you believe is right. All right. So if in this case, everything that I've mentioned thus far, it could be allocating time for yourself. It could be making sure that in your, if you are in a love affair or in a sort of a relationship which is only just beginning, it can be that where you allocate time, you balance your time, that you're not becoming a doormat, or you're not giving up your time so that you've got nothing left for yourself, all right? You must show up for yourself, and this is why you've got the Pele Divine Passion as well, all right? Show up for yourself, show up for your interests, what's close to your heart. It could be something that you like to support. You could like to volunteer for something, or there's something that you like to do. So stand up for yourself, honor your hopes and dreams and your whatever it is that you're interested in, and your hobbies and your interests, and just your time for yourself. Stand up for yourself, show up for yourself, all right? And don't back down. Stand your ground, okay? And if it's to do with, as I said, some other aspect of this, perhaps to do with children, perhaps something is coming up with your children, and you need to be in this strong phase. There could be something to do with them that is coming in now. You, as a parent, you may have to just not back down, stand your ground, show up for your children, or show up for your whatever it is that is going on. So in some way, shape or form, she's coming in to give you the strength, whether you're fighting for your own time or fighting for your own hobbies and interests, or just whatever it may be, you know, just to avoid getting into combatant mode and being resentful about things. Allocate time, work to priorities, and then you will have time for everything that you need to do, and that includes your own personal growth. And then with the fourth house, this is the house of home. It's also your, so it can be your physical home, or it can be where you're currently residing. It's also the atmosphere in the home and the people in your home. It can also be relating to your relationship with your family, your roots, your foundation, your ancestry, or your ethnic identity, depending on, you know, what it is that is coming up for you at this time. But some way to do with house, home, or family is coming in. So like domestic issues. So it seems here that you have got, we've got Gemini here, and Gemini comes in a variety of ways. This is the Lover's card of this deck. So it could be that you are, as I said, with a love affair, you may have somebody in your life now. Perhaps you're contemplating moving in together, or some sort of shift around your home life. And this is why it's saying that even though you do move in together, make sure that you allocate some time for yourself and that you do have your own interests, not to the exclusion of the other person, obviously. It's something that you kind of agree, you say, right, Thursday nights I'm going to do this with my friends, or every Sunday afternoon I spend on my hobbies and interests, or whatever it is, you know, your yoga class or whatever it may be. So that may come in. That may be an aspect for you to do with your home life. You've also got your money, golden opportunity coming in here. So it may be related to somebody that's coming in or is in your life currently. And this could be a soulmate as well, because normally the Lover's card, it's deeper than just a simple love affair. It's normally somebody fairly significant, especially if you're thinking about changing your home life around that. If it's not that, then it can just be that you have perhaps a decision to make about where you're going to live. Perhaps you're moving or upscaling or downscaling, changing where you're living. It could be a relocation, or it could just be going into another area or moving closer to where you work, or whatever it may be. Okay, so there's some sort of decision to be made there, but this is all about communication, and it's also obviously about thinking. So it's your thoughts and your words, and it's also research, it's electronics. So this could be also exchange of ideas. So you may be networking with others, you may be talking to other people about what is going on in this. It could be, it could also be family related, but it can also be about where you want to live or how you want to live and so on. Or you could be talking to certain members of your household, but there seems to be some sort of shift or change coming in here. And a decision probably will need to be made, or you are in two minds about something and now you're doing the research about it. So it's sifting and sorting and finding things out. You could be learning a few things. You could be online doing research about it. But documents and contracts may come in with this as well. And this is also about, as I said, research. It could be that. Exchanging ideas or finding out about things, talking to others, or just doing research online. It can also be just communication in general. Make sure that whatever is going on in your fourth house, your house of home or domestic issues or family, that you are communicating properly. Be careful, choose your words with care, and you know, bring humor in, and all of that, but listen as well as talk, you know, because sometimes with the Gemini it can be too much talk and not enough listening. It can also be that multitasking is required, especially if you are moving or you are dealing with domestic issues. So that may come in. Be flexible energy. Gemini is very flexible, but it can also be just too much talk, too much, you know, too much of that going on. So make sure that you are listening as well, and that you're being clear about what you're saying. And yeah, so just general, I think just general discussion, choose your words with care. And you've got the Magician card here. So this is also about manifestation. So positive thoughts, positive words. okay? Walk your talk. That comes in with the Gemini. Now, you've got some sort of opportunity coming in for you. So, golden opportunity, Yamanya, important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So, something is coming up to do with your house, home, or family. And it could be, as I said, your extended family. With the Gemini card, it can be general relatives like aunts, uncles, cousins, and general relatives, but also siblings may come in as well. So if you've got a sibling, you could be having discussions about that. Perhaps it's to do with the house or the home or domestic issues. Perhaps you are moving in together with a family member, something like that. Or you could just be changing your residence in some way, and it affects other family members at this time. So that may be coming in. But some sort of golden opportunity is coming in for you. Some sort of door is opening. And this is saying to you that this is meant for you. It's tidal. This opportunity is coming to you, and I think you will see it as it's approaching. And just know that this is a golden opportunity. It's specifically for you. It's been set up for you. And it's going to bring you joy. It's going to bring you expansion, which is why you've got the IC card. So you know, with a change of where you're living or your domestic situation, this is going to affect your lifestyle. It's going to affect your daily routines. All right. So this is why it's saying, open up, be more expansive in your thinking, and be more expansive about what it is you're attempting to do here, and try new things. You know, be adventurous, explore, and with this adventure and exploration, there's some opportunity coming in for you. So she's saying, do not hesitate, do not procrastinate, all right? Gather all your energies and just take the leap and go for it, because this is meant for you. This is going to give you a golden opportunity, all right? And this door is opening up for you, and all your skills, all your talents, or everything that makes up you, you know, your experience, just who you are, is going to accompany you into this opportunity. So everything about you, everything you've gathered in your lifestyle is going to assist you to move forward into this opportunity. So don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. If you do, for some reason, this is tidal, so another opportunity may come along at some other time, but it's within divine timing. But this is definitely coming for you. So don't hesitate, go for it, jump at it, and bring this lovely, joyful, playful energy into your life, this uplifting energy. We've also got here release. So let go of the past, and ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. So I do feel that this is related possibly to work, because you've got the 6th house here. So it's some way of life that you're living currently, or some work that you're currently doing. Or it could even be a workplace. Perhaps you're changing that. But it could also be lifestyle related, or health and diet. Something is shifting here. And you've got to be going after what is more important to you, what is really going to light you up, what is going to create this wonderful connection to your passion. And see the big picture. And this is why you've got this. You need to release certain things in order to bring those new things into your life. So it could be this aspect, or it could be that you need to release certain routines that you've set up in your lifestyle, which is just not allowing you to grow, that it's become too stifling or too controlled, you know. None of the fixed signs do. They don't like to change. So change can be upsetting. But if you approach it the right way, and if you've got this lovely, lucky, adventurous side coming in, so take advantage of that, and it will open doors for you. All right. So let go of the past. It can also be related, obviously, to your 4th house, which is your house of home or domestic issues, or something to do with the family. Something is shifting, possibly changing there as well. And this could also be to do with that. It could be let go of where you have been living, or a way of life that you have had up until now. Just let go of that so that you can move forward, and bring these new things into you, because this ending will bring these opportunities, and this golden opportunity is definitely coming for you. It's another major arcana, so really you've got 2 major arcana, fairy tarot, so this is big, that's coming in for you. As I said, the efficiency I do feel is relating possibly to your house of work. You may be thinking about that or working on that in some way, but it can also be to do with your 4th house. If you're contemplating a move, or there's something coming in there, just being efficient with your time, and managing the shifts and the changes as well. That's also going to come in for you. I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Thank you.